Alicia, please go on here with the natural laws. We are excited to have you share them with us now. Take it away.
Thank you for that introduction. Um, Most of us want to live a meaningful life that will echo into eternity. We crave significance and we seek reassurance that our time spent here on earth is worthwhile. Yet, only a handful of us invest the time and energy necessary to develop our life vision. The word vision comes from the Latin visionem, meaning wisdom. Similarly, having a life vision is having the wisdom to think in the long term in expectation of a greater future outcome. Your life vision is how you commit to live your life. It is an outline of your goals, your values, and your natural abilities. A strong life vision is a compass of sorts. Likewise, it provides clarity and direction, thus helping to focus your efforts, chart the course of your actions, and maintain balance in your life. It is the highest vision of yourself, an alignment of goals designed to create your ideal life. It is a quiet dream that lives inside your mind, a vivid picture of your future. If determining what matters is the purpose of vision, then by contrast, your life would lack meaning if you do not live a life or you do not live a self-examined life. In the simplest sense, that which inspires you to carry out the mundane will provide a sense of meaning. Even the smallest daily actions can become stepping stones towards the realization of your life vision. Have you discovered your life vision? How do you manifest your dreams into reality? Are you simply meandering your way through life, walking in circles? Are the things that should matter most to you held hostage by the things that should matter least? I'm a firm believer that life is a matter of choice, not a matter of circumstance. If there is truth to this, then we can agree that a life of significance is not necessarily determined by power, wealth, or fame. Rather, focused determination and intentional living is essential to achieving your life vision. Have you adopted a future mindset? What is the secret to achieving great things? Do you live your life with intention? Are your daily activities bringing you closer to achieving your life mission? Michael Gerber wrote, "The difference between great people and everyone else is that great people create their lives actively, while everyone else is created by their lives, passively waiting to see where life takes them next. The difference between the two is the difference between living fully and just existing." How do you push yourself beyond your limit? How do you drive yourself to greatness? Are you narrowly focused on finding yourself instead of creating who you were always meant to be? In this infinite and seemingly indifferent universe, identifying your life mission can be a difficult undertaking. Whether you want to create a better version of yourself or a grand vision to change the world, living by powerful universal principles is essential to achieving your life vision. Natural laws are the fundamental patterns of nature and life that govern every aspect of our life. They establish the foundational rules and challenge us to change the way we think. How do we use the wisdom principles of the ages to achieve our life vision? Can the natural order of the world we live in help steer us toward an intended destination? How do we create a clear vision and a strategic plan by consistently applying the fundamental principles of natural law? Each of us is the author of our own life story. We single-handedly determine the tone and the narrative. What is your inspiration? How does your story evolve? What shape does it take? How does it make you feel? How do you envision the ending? Chances are, if you are not seizing the opportunity to write your own beautiful life story, then you're most likely living someone else's vision. A few highly insightful natural laws beneficial to achieving your life vision are fear versus faith, the Napoleon Hill principle, the self-discipline principle, and C, understand do principle. Have you ever failed at something? Some people become paralyzed by fear of failure, so much so that they subconsciously sabotage future chances of success. They undermine their own effort, willingly choosing defeat over victory. Have you allowed fear to gain the upper hand in your life for far too long? Fear versus faith is a time-tested principle that encourages conviction over apprehension. We must wage war on internal conflict and conquer fear-based thinking. Oddly enough, failure is only reality if you accept defeat. How you manage failure is what truly matters. Have you ever heard the saying, a little bit of faith goes a long way? Despite fear of failure, faith is the means to achieving your life vision. Overcoming psychological alarm, replacing it with absolute faith, is fundamental to application of this principle. According to the late Napoleon Hill, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Now, you may be wondering what that reference means. This principle lends to the philosophy that you have authority over your own mind and the ability to direct it toward what you want in life. Your frame of mind is the blueprint of your achievement. Tony Robbins once said, success is 80% psychology and 20% fundamental. With that in mind, your thoughts can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. Whether you succeed or fail is strongly rooted in your mental inclination. Additionally, learning the value of self-discipline is also vital to achieving your life vision. A weak state of willpower, motivation, and ambition are connected to underachievement. Self-discipline is the difference between leaving behind an amazing life legacy or failing to realize your full potential. In conclusion, we can harness the power of evolution to provide focused reflection and alignment with our life vision. To bring about fruition of our life vision, we need to be able to reflect on the past, assess the present, and take action. As we multiply our understanding of the natural laws, we will become more confident in our ability to see our full potential despite our failures. Any questions?
Outstanding. Great job. Yes. Are there any questions for Alicia? Cheryl, did you have a question for Alicia?
I do. It was a great presentation, Alicia. Thank you.
Yeah.
What natural laws do you think help us to push through and find what we're passionate about and link it to money-making activities?
That's a great question, Cheryl. I guess two that come to mind would be short-term versus long-term principles. That principle reminds us that we should seek long-term satisfaction and refrain from a mindset of instant gratification. It's imperative to recognizing that all things have a natural gestation period. And as such, if we trust in the natural order of the universe, I think it's important to keep in mind that your life vision will manifest in the physical form when the time is right. Another principle that comes to mind is the atomic ripple reaction. This may help us to successfully deal with disappointments and setbacks. It's the natural law of polarity, which states that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. The sun rises in the morning and it sets in the evening. The tide comes in and the tide goes out. As with life, there is a natural cycle. So I think it's important to recognize that for every setback, we will experience a breakthrough.
Wow. What? That was wonderful. Thank you. That helped a lot.
I'm curious, Alicia, how did you see that and how did you put that together?
I guess familiarizing yourself with the natural laws and application in daily life, once you have that blueprint established, I guess it's easy to refer back for a frame of reference.
Right. So the first step is to see it, and then to think, and then to do.
Correct.
Wow, just outstanding, and thank you so much. Again, ladies, I'm floored. Cheryl, Rosanna, Alicia, all tremendous. Jennifer, great questions. Elise, great questions.
Hey,
Cheryl,
before you move on, Kevin, I got
Yeah.
a question. This is Alan. Alicia,
Yeah.
that was great to hear. Alicia, I was wondering if there was anything that you could, like a specific example that you could show from maybe your work life or your outside of work life that would illustrate some of the things that you talked about. They were so cool.
Well, that's a great question too, Alan. I'm not sure that my whole life vision has come to fruition yet. I think that I'm still charting the course, and that's okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be set in stone. It's not something that you have to determine from a young age and stay the course. It can be ever changing, and it can evolve into something entirely different. So I don't know if I have an example for you, Alan. I'm still in the phases of working out what that means to me.
Well, I have an example for you. So the fact
right.
that you were willing to jump in to doing this, I mean, I think you started when you were pretty new here to jump in and do it, is a great example of, having faith that you could accomplish something that maybe you didn't know much about or weren't sure that you could do. But you did it anyway because you had faith in your ability to do it.
Right, I could agree with that.
Good.
Wow, tremendous.